But I want to start today with, are you ready? And I say, are you ready? Because I know...
Are you singing Creed by any chance?
Are you ready for what's to come?
I know you're a big Creed guy.
Scott Stapp. My shirt's wide open. Are you ready, Creed style, for the 49ers? And I bring this up because the stats are out. Numbers don't lie, right? Over the last 4 seasons, and I know you are a big Dr. Phil fan, and what does he always say? Patterns? Patterns?
And he says, what does that mean? Catch me outside, how about that? How about what does that mean?
What does that mean?
That's what Dr. Phil says.
Dr. Phil is all about patterns.
What does that mean?
In behavior. The last 4 seasons, in September, October, the 49ers are 16-15, floating around 500. In November, December, and January, headed into the playoffs, the 49ers are 23-5. For some reason, this franchise struggles out the gate, always has some early season injuries, can't get it together. What's up with the Niners?
Aren't you also the same guy that when stats like this are brought up, they don't always apply because it's a different team? Yeah, I know you got a lot of the same cast of characters, but it's like
the last 4 years give very similar personnel.
Very similar, but there's a different team every year. For
swap
the most
out
part.
Jimmy G for Purdy for like 1 or 2 of those years, but for the most part, Debo, McCaffrey's been here a couple of years, Kittle.
So something about the 49ers, they rev up a little slowly and then they turn it on.
Injuries, slow start. And
I could see why this year, especially. I mean, you've played the whole season without McCaffrey.
And with Christian coming back this week against the Bucs, some are saying, is this where it starts? Because as of right now, you would say the power of the NFC lies in the hands of the North. The Lions, even though they just beat the Packers, you could say the Packers and the Vikings. That's the power. And then you say, well, there's youth and fun going on with Washington. The Eagles are secretly 6-2 and strong. Don't, sleep on Philadelphia. Kirk Cousins, that team is finally looking like the team you thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
6-3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are the Niners about to add their name to the NFL elite? Or is
Into
this
the mix?
Or is this the year they falter along and maybe make the playoffs?
I think you make a solid argument.
Trey,
you already broke down the stats. This team, primarily made up of the same people, take a longer time to rev up and get grooving.
grooving. Grooving. What are you,
right?
Dad?
Yeah. Hey, what's cooking? You guys grooving? All right. And the fact that you have hopefully a healthy Christian McCaffrey coming back totally adds to your argument. They're at 500 right now, only going to get better moving forward. I don't think anyone's going to deny or debate that. But we have to look at the schedule. So let's do it.
I mean, and Drake Greenlaw, he's about to return.
But let's do it. Let's go game by game to see really where they end up.
So the 49ers.
But you got to factor in that they're getting some players back.
We're gonna play the Rich loves to look at the schedule game. We're entering week 10, and it's no longer, slow start, they could turn it around. This is it, man. Week 10. We're halfway there, living on a prayer.
Hang on. Hold on to something. The ratings spike anytime Rich does this.
Please, I know. Schedule watching.
You think people pull over in their car? Even guys in their big rig, they're like, meh, meh. They pull over to the side of the road just to hear what Rich has to say right about now.
He's about to hone in on the Niners schedule.
Right.
Hold on, I'll call you back.
Hold up.
Some guy just put his finger over his wife's lips. Not now, Rich is talking. But let's hear it. No, because this is...
Don't tell me my business, devil woman.
This is important. This is important. Because if they're about to make a run, I want to know who they're playing.
Yeah, listen, Isaac, Danny G, Sam, put me in my place if you think, hey, man, Rich Davis, what a 49ers homer. He's full of shiitake mushrooms. All right, here we go. 49ers, they play the Bucs. This is after a bye week.
Bucs and the league-leading Baker Mayfield. He leads the league in touchdown passes. I saw that stat, like 23?
He leads the league in people that change their mind on him.
That's true. Yeah, he's back and forth. But still, that's a bit of a battle.
The return of Christian McCaffrey. Mm-hmm. The team's healthy. They've had a week and a half to just sort of chill.
So you're saying, all right, 5-4. Right. They get the W.
They go to they go to the Bucks in Tampa. Now they're a good team. They played real tough against Kansas City, but they have a short week now because they are coming off a Monday night overtime game. They're hurt. They're banged up. 5-4. You giving them that?
Yep, I am.
They're at home against the Seahawks, who they seem to have the Seahawks
They have their number, right?
And
safe to say.
On top of that, the Seahawks started 3-0, and they're 4-5. So they're if they were a song on the charts, a down arrow. So now you look at it 6-4.
I believe Geno Smith is number 1 in yards passing this season, right? They came out with all the number ones. Goff's on that list. Mayfield, Geno Smith, Jackson, all the league leaders. So, okay, 6-5.
6-4.
6-4.
Are you with me so far? Do you like those 2 wins?
No, I mean, they're not easy games.
No. All right, now the 49ers have 2 tricky road games in the very end of November. I'm going to do a split ski. 1-1. That's at Green Bay, at Buffalo. If they're the primo team that we think they are, that they're going to build into now, safe to say, hey, you lose one, you win one. They've played very well against Green Bay in the past. And they haven't played Buffalo much. So would you say a little Splitsky Jones?
Splitsky Jones. Isn't that the girl you dated in high school?
7-5.
Yeah.
So now you're looking at 7-5. The Bears in San Francisco, 8-5.
8-5.
Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're peaking at the right time.
Oh, you know what? I'll even give it to the Rams.
Okay.
But the Niners lost to the Rams already. Sorry, so 8-6.
8-6. So their schedule's not that easy. So that's why it's in
Dolphins.
Okay, I got that.
9-6.
9-6.
Lions.
I think that's an L. Unless all of a sudden they start ramping up.
All right, so 9-7. And then Cardinals. Final game with the Niners healthy. I'll
That's
go
the
10-7.
game right there, but that's the game.
So Niners 10-7.
10-7, they're in.
They win the division.
Wow.
They got to play round 1.
You ran over the Cardinals real fast. They
I
beat
think
you
they're
earlier this
trash.
season.
I know, right?
And they're
Cardinals are
first
most.
in your
They beat
division.
an unhealthy 49ers,
Hold on.
though.
Cardinals have.
And yeah, Kyler Murray was running all over the
Yeah,
place.
Kyler
he was.
Murray's a bum.
No, but he running all over your team is what he was doing.
Kyler Murray's going to lose to Aaron Rodgers this coming Sunday.
All
So
right.
slow down.
You know what, though? I buy
That's
into that.
by the way, that's my favorite bet of the week.
All right,
Jets-
let me tell the Fox Sports Radio Nation you can get back on the road. You can continue driving.
Oh,
Yeah, you could go back to whatever you were doing. But I do back you up on a very possible 10-7. But it's
think
not an easy schedule.
I think it could be 11-6. I think.
Yeah,
and,
I'm saying I think you were pretty fair.
you know, there have been years. Was it 2 years ago where the Niners started 3-4, won 10 in a row, and ended 13-4?
I'm with you, man.
Let's remember before the season started. I don't want to sound like a homer because the Niners just can't beat Kansas City in the Super Bowl. But you remember the sentiment was, wow. The odd fun fact about Vegas was, looking ahead, the Niners were not underdogs in any of their 17 games before the season started. So the projection was, this team, when healthy, is pretty good.
Well, you're lucky that the division is just That's really it.
10-7 gets you in these days.
You're reaping the benefits of that because there's other 4-4 teams that are out no matter what, like the Chicago Bears. We already wrote them out. They're 4-4 too right now. I don't think they have a shot.
But do you want to talk about the Cardinals? Cardinals?
I'm just trying to figure out,
Playoffs?
is there another 4-4 team? Because Rich's 49ers are 4-4. Is there another
playoffs?
4-4 team that
Oh, boy.
could be healthy, could be revving up and ramping up, that could potentially do what you just
Bull.
described? And it's just a circumstance of their weak division.
Look at what I wrote here in the top corner of my paper.
Turning the corner.
What are there other teams?
And what are all those phallic symbols you drew over there?
That was-
I don't know what he's drawing on his paper right there.
mind your business.
So,
Covino told me a story once where there was a girl in his middle school.
will you focus?
No,
We're
this
talking
is
about
great.
the 49ers.
No, you said a phallic symbol. Isaac, get a load of this. Covino was in middle school, and some girl drew a naked sailor with his junk out and passed it to Covino in class, and the teacher did the whole, let me see that note. Maybe you can share with the rest of the class.
It was a very happy, there was a woman involved in this drawing. It was a happy sailor.
a happy.
And I remember oh my God, my mom is going to destroy me if she knows that they took it out of my hands. And this girl who drew the picture and handed it to
She
me,
winked at you.
I didn't ask for it, but she totally like took it all, and she was like, it was me, and took the blame
You have
for
nothing
it.
to do with this.
I had nothing to do with it. And she,
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
So what happened at the junior high school reunion a few years ago?
well, yeah,
They
yeah.
made love in the bathroom.
Let's just say I had to thank her for taking one for the team.
She finally got her dream come true.
Yeah, but I couldn't believe it. I was so
It was weird. Covino showed up in a sailor outfit.
I was so scared. But I was so scared, like, oh man, this is it. My good boy reputation gone. And she took full blame of it,
See, look
as
at
she
that.
should have. She was a good woman.
You bring up phallic symbols. I have a story for everything.
Yeah.
Back to the Cardinals. Cardinals?
Yeah, I'm looking at the remaining schedule, Rich. Pull the big rig over again.
Yeah.
there
Can
we
you
go.
look at the Cardinals schedule, Rich? They have 5 winnable games.
They very well do. I'm going to give them a big L against the Jets.
That's a really questionable.
Jets are favored. Don't make it sound like I'm giving you some crazy
but
outlandish
I'll
pick.
never buy into them ever.
All right, so that leaves them at 5-5. I'll give them a win over the Seahawks, 6-5. Vikings, they're going to Minnesota, not winning that one, 6-6. Seahawks again.
At
You
home.
think they're going to sweep the Seahawks both?
Probably.
All right, 7-6. I'll give them that. Patriots 8-6.
Yeah.
9-6. Panthers.
Panthers.
Rams, I think they'll lose 9-7, and then the 49ers not. Ooh, that 49ers
That
That's
last
so
game.
good.
Yeah, so I said that's
Dun,
the game.
dun, dun.
No, but that's really cool because something to look forward to. That last game between, if you care about the NFC West, that last game between the Cardinals and the 49ers might be a really good one if you really play out that schedule.
Hey, I want this on record. We do a national show.
Yeah.
Hundreds of affiliates, possibly millions of listeners. I want to give you a little Nostradamus.
And the Cardinals are 5-4. They're ahead.
I almost feel like I have Biff Sparks' almanac on me.
I never read Biff Sparks' almanac.
Man,
I never,
you got gypped at that in the future.
I think you bought the wrong one.
Hey, I'm talking to you, McFly, you Irish bug.
I think you're the butthead.
Man,
I hope
you're
you
gonna get
crash- I
wealthy
hope
off
you-
that Sparks almanac.
I hope you crash into a manure truck on your way home.
Biff's Sparks almanac.
Sparks, Fox Sparks Radio.
Yeah, Covino Rich on Fox Sparks. He loved me, Sparks.
Biff Sparks. Okay, so wait, what are you proud of here? That we
No,
just came up with like the future game of the year?
I'm giving you. I'm telling you right now. I have bits.
What's wrong with
Sparks almanac.
Bits Sparks
I
almanac?
have bits Sparks almanac, and I'll tell you what's going to happen. The date, January 5th, week 18. It's a flex game, and it'll be flexed like Spot doing a gym selfie.
Yeah.
It'll be.
Stay tuned for tonight.
It'll be flexed into a primo
At
game.
Spot Center.
It's going to mean something.
Yes.
It'll only mean something because the Cardinals put themselves in a position to be there, and the Niners do have a couple tougher games. But that'll be the game where everyone's like, ooh, Kyler Murray against the Niners. What's going to happen? Niners will win 35-10.
Wow, this is a really detailed prediction.
It is. It is going to be one of those. Everyone's like, ooh, could the Cardinals and the loser won't make the playoffs? That's my other prediction because it'll be the winner's 10-7 wins the division. Loser out.
I'm impressed.
And people are going to say, man, could the Cardinals and Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. do it? And the answer is, hell no. They're going to get their ass whooped. That game is in Arizona. I may take the little quick 40-minute flight.
I'll go with you.
Want to go visit our buddy Nico in Arizona?
Let's go.
I'll go
I'll
watch
go.
the Niners put an ass whooping on the Cardinals.
Nostradamus.
January 5th, it's a date.
Nostradamus, while you're at it, can you tell me where my bicycle is?
Oh, hold on. In the Alamo.
In the basement of the Alamo.
Yes.
The Alamo.
All right. Hey, we got more Covino and Rich, but I wanted to just let the world know that today's the day. The 49ers started up. They rev up the engine, smooth sailing